G'day, it's Corey here from Thinking Fitness and I Defend. And today I'm going to be talking about myofascial release, specifically with or using the foam roller. Okay, I'm going to do a series of these videos, but today I'm going to focus on the posterior chain of muscles, back of the legs, okay, the hips, upper back. Okay, today. So those with back issues, niggling back issues, and pain and tension and asymmetry of tension, so one hip at a time or one side of your back hurting. Alright, this is really going to help you out. Alright, so initially just jump onto your roller, and by the way, you can get these at most sports stores. This is a sports roller, which is an EPP foam, which is a lot firmer. Most sports stores only carry the softer foam, and that's okay for the first, if you're purchasing a roller, that's okay for the first couple of months. So after that, typically you're going to need a more firm roller, so look for a harder one. You can also get the trigger point ones, the rumble rollers, with the spikes on them as well. So they're obviously not for everybody, but especially if you're carrying a lot of excess weight, just stick to your non-rumble rollers initially, softer rollers, okay, and then build it up. So from here, all I want you to do is using your blocks for a little bit of extension, support your wrists and your shoulders here. I'm just going to roll across my sit bones, okay, those pointy bones in your hips, okay, so you're working the glutes, the rear here, just to around about the tail, sacrum area here, and then across into the top of your hamstrings. I call them the piano strings because they're typically quite tight. Okay, so just working across that region there. Once you've woken them up a little bit, you can roll out and do your hamstrings. So from here, walk back on your blocks. Okay, you can use anything, books, bricks, but these are yoga blocks, nice and soft and easy to move around. Okay, working back and forth across the hamstrings. Make sure you go across the back of the knees and hit those tendons at the back of the knees. Tight all of the time, all the way through. Now, if you're not quite getting enough out of that, you can stack your feet and roll across one leg at a time. Okay. Make sure you do both sides evenly. Even if you are more tight on one side, do both sides still. Okay, so from here, I use this little sequence for myself and with my clients. One that works quite well. Basically, just sit in front of the roller and put your forearms on the roller, hip width. Grab hold of your pants if you've never done this before, or if you're a little bit heavier. Okay, so what you're doing here is you're supporting a little bit of weight off the roller, so you're not allowing your full weight to impact on the roller and therefore to massage too deep to start with. You don't have any ribs down here, so you've got to be careful with the lower back region, especially if you do have some back pain. Just grab your pants and roll across that lower back. Once you acclimatise, or if you're strong enough, you can release the pants and maybe take the arms away. Tuck your chin, cup your spine. Okay, from semicircle to keep safe, keep the spine safe. Okay, just working out. Now if it's your first couple of rolls, don't roll too long here. Okay, start to work into your middle back, and you start to feel the neck straining a little bit here, so maybe come back and support that head. Okay, take any stress, strain, tension out of your neck. Just like when you get a massage, you don't really want too much strain on the neck if you're having your back massage. And starting to work up into the high back, across the scapula. Just retract the scapula, the shoulder blades a little bit towards center line. They're going a little bit out of view there. Just come back. And what you can do now is start bridging off the heels. So press the heels up, roll up, that pelvis up. Okay, come back, up. Up at one end, hitting the high scap area, and then down at the other end, head high. Okay, working to and fro. And you can work slight angles here as well. Turn your body off to the side, and then to the other. Okay, what I like to do here is to reset the roller. Turn onto my side, drop this leg laterally, tuck this elbow in, and plant this foot firmly as you drive the leg. Okay, so from this position here, I'm aiming to get into the big lat muscles, the serratus anterior, the rib cage muscles. Okay, so from here I just push off this back foot. You can see my hips raising a little bit, and I start to roll. Once my hips are off the ground, I can roll more freely. I get more motion, more range, which is what we want. If you're a little bit heavy and you can't lift your hips off the ground, that's fine. Just drag yourself across the ground. That's fine. As your core strength improves, you'll find you'll be able to get off the ground. And the roller is great. So while we're working the fascial system and settling down the inflammation, I guess, in the fascial system, we're actually building the core and our strength. That's the strength of the core system as well. What I can do here, if I want a little bit more, is take that elbow out, and that really exposes both the serratus anterior and the lat muscles. Alright, so just make sure the scaps are flat and retracted. Alright, so you don't do anything bad here. And just be very careful here. If you're feeling a lot of tension here, just roll really slowly. And don't be scared to hold a position. Breathe through it. And then move a little bit, breathe again. Alright, so this is about as much about learning about your own body tensions, your own body awareness, as working out the tension. Okay, it's very important. Educate yourself. Make sure you do both sides, obviously. From there, I like to go back up on top of the roller and work the lateral hip. Okay, so just turn the legs off it a little bit here. I can use the block again to support. Okay, I'm just going to roll across the glute max, the bulky muscle in your butt, and the piriformis area. Now this is the easy option. Okay, you're not really feeling too much here. Let's take it up a stage. So back leg out, top leg flexed on top. Scoot that back leg under, and you'll feel it come on straight away. Flex this foot to fully engage, and from here, very carefully roll and explore. Okay, typically it is a tight area with a lot of people. Okay, and it does surprise people. All right, this area here. Be intuitive with the roller. You don't have to be textbook. Okay, experiment, play around, explore different ranges. So I can go into my side more, or I can come onto my back more. Okay, so find where's sore and work through it. If you find a really tight place while you're rolling, and you can't even go there. Okay, typically I like to use the analogy of the concrete block with a sledgehammer. So when you're hitting a concrete slab and you want to break it up, don't hit the middle of the slab, hit the edges. So the same here, roll around the edges, the surrounding tissue, loosen that up, and over a period of sessions or weeks, you'll find that you'll be able to go deeper and closer to the epicenter of that tension. Okay? What we're going to do now is to finish off, is just to explain why to use the roller and how to use it. How many reps and sets should you be doing? Okay, typically it's not like that, it's not like resistance training, so just roll to your comfort levels, initially just a few minutes, and then build that over a number of days or weeks. Okay, especially in the lower back, don't go too hard too early. Start with the lighter foam rollers, and then build up the difficulty levels as you go along. The fascia system, why are we rolling in the first place? Well, when your body fatigues, gets tired, it gets sore sometimes, right? And also, if you get an impact injury, the muscle gets sore, the tendon is injured, it inflames. What we've only realised in the last 10 years or so is that the fascia, which is like a white sinewy sheath that surrounds every muscle fibre and every bundle of muscle fibres and every bundle of bundles, okay, so multiple levels, that also inflames when your muscle inflames. So stretching that doesn't work, okay? We need to massage it, all right? We need to use release techniques. So a masseur or your own masseur. So all this is typically your own self-massage therapy. It's very cheap. Once you've got your roller, you're good to go. You'll find that your visits to the physio and the chiro are a lot less. Okay guys, that's it for today. Hope you learned something, hope that helps. See you next time.